after the sand, into the water. First check that the clutch housing drain plug is in position. And then slacken the fan belt to prevent saturation of the electrical system. The careful driver will make sure that the maximum fording depth of the water does not exceed about 18 inches. In metric, about 45 centimeters. Travel slowly, in a low gear, but maintain sufficient throttle to avoid stalling when the exhaust pipe is underwater. On leaving the water, make sure the brakes are dried out immediately by driving a short distance with the foot brake applied. The heat generated will soon dry out any water inside the brake drums. And remember to tighten the fan belt. On cross-country operation, a waterlogged section, stop and again plan the approach. The visual check, no large obstacles. A fairly fast run may be the answer here. With sufficient speed, the forward momentum will overcome the drag, reducing the traction needed from the wheels. In marshy conditions, as with soft sand, reduced tire pressures increase the contact area with the ground. This helps to increase traction and reduces the tendency for sinking. Tires must be re-inflated to normal pressures as soon as conditions allow. Down a steep slope, never touch the brake. Use the engine to slow down the Land Rover. Brake and this happens. Out of control. When climbing a slippery gradient, use the highest possible gear as maximum torque is reached before maximum revs. Traction is often improved by lifting off power just before loss of forward motion. When it's dry, much steeper slopes can be tackled. And for the descent, into low ratio, red lever of course, and first gear engaged. Whilst descending, keep your foot off the accelerator. Don't touch the brake or clutch. Just let the engine do the braking. Even the expert can sometimes miscalculate. In this case, the approach was too slow. No need to panic, just hold it on the foot brake. Next, apply the handbrake and engage reverse gear. Again, hold with the foot brake whilst the handbrake is released. Then reverse down the slope, using the engine to provide the braking retardation. Now the same slope with a longer run and a faster approach. Increased momentum is the answer, and a successful ascent is achieved. In higher country, it is well to remember that altitude affects the performance of all motor vehicles, with loss of power and cooling efficiency. Since 1948 and a million vehicles later, the Land Rover is still the #1 choice. Learn to master it, and the success of the Land Rover will become your success. Avoid such disasters as these embarrassing results of poor driving technique. A Land Rover immobilized is a moral defeat for the driver and bad publicity for the vehicle. Always plan your attack. Become an expert. It's up to you to do justice to your Land Rover. The successful demonstration will do much more than words. Join the professional.